Hello, everybody. Miguel Villagra, the Doctor's Journey. Today, I've been wanted to share some thoughts that lately I've been reflecting upon, particularly with the concept of change. Is it change not only important part of life, but actually something you should pursue? And the reality is that when I reflect back to my life in executive medicine and the burnout experience that I went through, I realized that one of the things that was limited on my belief was the capacity of changing, of even pivoting in my life and my career. That led me actually that push of burnout to make significant changes on my life, and one of which are based precisely on embracing this concept of change. One of the roadblocks that we experience a lot is precisely the sense of perfectionism, right? We feel that we need to check all the boxes, we need to do the best always, and sometimes we don't embrace the concept of sometimes in life good is enough. And that is something I have learned through my career as a coach, specifically using positive intelligence framework. And that led me to start gathering and collecting my personal experience and the experience of some of the clients I have. And that inspired me to collect all that wealth of wisdom, of information, and that led me to write the book Beyond Perfection, which has a lot of example inspired in real life events and applying the concepts related to positive intelligence. We're going to explore through the book the concept of the judge, the saboteurs, and also the sage or the inner wisdom. I will invite you kindly to consider taking a look at the book. I spent a lot of time reflecting on what can be most valuable for any physician. Either you are practicing clinical medicine, you are an executive, you are building a business, you are entertaining entrepreneurship, or even if you are already building a new startup. I truly believe in the framework that we use for our positive intelligence mental fitness program. Has been a game changer for me, and it's not only about the concept of changes, of remaining nimble, of embracing the transition of life and the season of life, but rather how you can see different perspective and embrace the perspective that suit you best for the challenge that you're going through. And that's one of the teaching that I have learned, right? So when you are faced with a specific challenge, a decision, and you don't know what to make up of, sometimes the best decision is just right in front of you. And when you're facing a very challenging and negative situation and a struggle, you will say, in your life, you have two main options. Number one is accepting, or number two is converting. And usually take just 10 seconds to make that important decision, where the best is just to accept what you're going through, and when it is important to turn it into a given opportunity. In other words, what can you make the best of this challenge? That can apply to anything from, of course, your personal life, your career, but also in parenting and when you're dealing with family matters or issues or challenges. I am very proud of what we've been able to collect in this specific book, Beyond Perfection. The Positive Intelligence Program is a game changer for most people that has going through, and I'm in the process of building a revamped version of it that will focus on clinicians, because I think there's so much opportunity for sharing experience, learning more among each other, find different ways that we can connect to our sense of belonging, to our purpose, on what we want to accomplish with our life and our careers. I think that we're going through this pivotal moment, a lot of technological changes, not the first time in the history of humanity, but we are just in this interesting moment where are we ready to take the most of those changes, or are we in a process of trying to just be resistant to the change? I'm very encouraged by so many innovation that I see in healthcare, and most definitely there are times where you just need to reflect on what skills are you missing and what skills will serve you best for the future of medicine and the healthcare system 2.0 that is in the process of changes. So I will definitely encourage you to consider reading Beyond Perfection, and there might be some stories that you might be feeling connected to and relate to it. And that's just my gift, to give all the knowledge that I have acquired over the course of the years, my teaching, my learning, and my training as a coach. So I wish you the best of the best and a bright future. And if you have any questions, please reach out at doctorsjourney.com.